I needed to get you something for your head.
No, I ain't putting it on, so there ain't no sense worrying about
Sure
it.
there is.
Hey, everybody, how's everybody doing tonight?
Sure there is.
Nah, we're not gonna play that game.
How about that game? I think it looked better down, don't you?
Yeah, it does.
Alrighty.
Glad to
Hey,
see everybody
everybody.
tonight. Good to see everybody.
There we go.
Hope everybody's having a good day. And we got Mr. Wendell in, and Jesse, and Mr. Blue Eyed, and Vanilla Gorilla, and let's see,
Vanilla?
Richard
Is
Jr.
that how you said that? Vanilla?
Yeah, Squatch and Holler, George White, Cynthia Johns, Mr. Tennessee Cherokee. Good to see everybody tonight. Hope everybody's doing good. Hope everybody's had a good week. Hey, Billy, good to see you. Hope everything's going good for everybody. Been a busy week for me and Rebecca. Hey, Christy.
Did you read that?
What's that? Yeah, that ain't no fun. I hope everything went well on that and everything checks out.
This is what Miss Pat told him. Yeah, good sleep.
Yeah. I hope everything checks out for you.
Absolutely.
We'll keep you in prayer on that one. I tell you, I'm gonna tell you the prayer list is starting to grow. It's worrying me a little bit.
Y'all, if the computer falls over sideways, just pray I don't kill a dog, because I'm about to.
Yeah, we got one that's pacing back and forth. Hey, Jeffy Smith.
Blue Ridge. I like Blue Ridge. It's a good little area.
Hope everybody's doing good. All right. I agree with you, Mr. Come to fellowship and have a good time. That's what it's about, fellowship.
And y'all, give me a
Hey,
second.
Miss Deb. All righty. I figure there'll be some other people show up here. We'll give it just another minute or two and let y'all be saying hello to each other.
Oh man, I closed my book. We having issues at work again.
Well, we're not at work right now. We're on the live.
No, I know. Okay. I'm just telling you, there's a big issue going on at work.
Right.
We're probably going to end up having to call the cops.
Well, you're not there to handle it. So,
if it continues after store close, guess who they close? Who they call?
You.
Know why?
Because you're the closest. Mm-hmm. Well, how come Madison? She's close to?
She's close to. She's second list.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey, Michael Haywood. Good to see you. Well, let's get with our live.
Absolutely. Sorry. Drove past them. You need to stop at a Bigfoot museum. It's pretty cool in there.
Yeah, me and Rebecca went in there one time. It was very nice. And Mr. David was a very nice man. And him and his wife, very nice people. And we really enjoyed it.
Oh, Gypsy finally got up on the couch and laid down. So the screen may not go sideways after all.
And of course, sister's over here for a minute, so I'll let her stay.
Except I just mentioned it. And now she's
you
coming
should have
back.
stopped saying nothing.
No.
Yeah, we're having dog problems tonight.
Yeah, it's dog night.
Yeah, about ready to throw them all out the door. All righty. We're supposed to be masters of the house, not the dogs.
You let that one be the master right there. That one's the master.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Well, we're counting down the days to Christmas. I hope everybody's so far their Christmas season's going well. I hope
hope y'all are slowly getting into the Christmas spirit. I'm trying to force myself, as you can see, it's not working.
Yeah,
my sister has learned she has to make her appearance, because if she doesn't, y'all ask. And Gypsy's trying to join her, but I don't have room for Gypsy. Gypsy's such a big dog, I just don't have room.
Yeah.
She's a little dog to be so big.
So it's and I know where a lot of people's having get-togethers and parties and stuff, because we get closer and so. Well, what kind of plants you gonna talk about tonight?
Well, this is the season that we all need immune boosting stuff. And we've already talked about elderberry, but we And you know, one of the reasons I haven't talked about this one is because a lot of times it's a cultivated plant. But one of the ones that we have not talked about is echinacea. And everybody during COVID, they were told take all the vitamins, right? A, B, C, D, E, and zinc. E is not meant to be vitamin E. It's meant to be echinacea, because echinacea is a immune boosting plant, just like elderberry and stuff. So they take it and they put it in, you know, capsule form. And I swear by it, because it used to be that I had bronchitis so bad every time winter come around, and I kept on my echinacea all winter long. Used to. I don't do it as like I should anymore, but I used to would not get sick during winter. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember.
Yep, it's because I took my echinacea all the time. So give me a second and let me pull up.
That's about
some
true.
Google
Wendell.
here.
That's about true.
So, echinacea contains substances that boost immune function, relieve pain, reduce inflammation, and have hormonal, antiviral, and antioxidant effects.
Hey,
now,
David.
What parts are used? Give me a minute. Well,
hey, Misty. Good to see everybody tonight. Good to see everybody.
So the parts of the plants is actually all of it. The roots, the leaves, and the flowers. There are 3 of 9 species that are the most important. So Echinacea purpurea, that is the main one that we all use. Echinacea pallida, that's another one. And Echinacea angustifolia. So Echinacea, guys, that's going to be the one that you want. It's all the different parts of it. Most of the time it's used in a tea. They've gotten to where they have put, you know, the powdered Echinacea into the gel caps now. And it is really, really good to use. So Echinacea, that's our plant of the week. If you do not know what Echinacea is, it is called the purple coneflower. And it's a very, very pretty plant. It's a perennial. Yeah, I just showed you. I wish it would show up on the screen, but that's what they see.
Yeah.
They see a big white screen. So learn how to identify it. See if you can grow some of it. The plants divide up pretty well. Make sure, like I said, always make sure you know what you're picking before you actually use it. One of the best things that I can probably tell you to do in the herbal world is treat yourself. Okay, pick one ailment and study what you can about how to treat that one ailment. Learn what works for it. Learn what doesn't work for it. Learn what works best for you. Study that one plant to death, basically. And make sure that you print out stuff or buy books, because, yeah, I'm telling you right now, Google's your friend, but make sure you have something for just in case to rely on, because you might be somewhere eventually that there is no internet, and you have to rely on those books or the papers you printed and made notes on. So that's the best thing that I can tell most of you. Google's your friend, but make sure what you learn, you put it on paper somewhere.
Hey, Miss DD. She got by me. I didn't see her come in.
Yeah, and I see Ella now. So another one that I'm going to tell you about that is a good book of the week. Here we go. It's called Grow It.
Okay.
It's called Grow It, Heal It. And it is by Christopher Hobbs and Leslie Gardner. Let me show that to you again. Grow It, Heal It. And this actually tells you, again, a lot of the uses of individual plants, and how to grow those plants as well. So that's one of the things that I really liked about this book. You cannot have too many books on herbs. Some of them may have different things to say about different plants or about the same plant. But like I said, take a lot of it with a grain of salt. Some books are pharmaceutical based and they don't want you to know everything. And some of them are written by the same people that think water bathing is done in the bathtub. So take it with a grain of salt. You've heard that, haven't you?
Right.
You've heard that, right?
Yeah.
People water bathing their stuff in the bathtub.
Yeah, I've heard that.
In the bathtub.
What next book you got up?
Oh, that one's not for today.
Oh, it's not. Okay.
But I thought about doing it for today.
Okay.
Because one of the things that I really like about herbalism is what? What's my favorite way to administer them?
In teas.
Mm-hmm. In teas. So I have a book.
Well, show it to
on
me,
medicinal.
got it up there.
This is the Good Living Guide to Medicinal Teas, and it's got 50 ways to brew the cure for what ails you. Got this one on Amazon, and it's got tons of recipes to fix what ails you. Like this page says inflammation, and there is basically tea recipes in here. So 1 anti-inflammatory tea, 1 part rose hips, 1 part nettle leaf, 8 ounces of hot water. Combine the dried herbs, steep in water for 15 minutes, remove and steep and sip slowly. So, yeah, there's a lot of recipes in here on how to use it. A lot of people want to make tinctures of everything. I'm the keep it simple type. I'm just going to make teas and drink them. So,
hey, Mr. Robert,
tinctures have their place in a lot of things. Tinctures do, and the salves and stuff with it infused into it, infused oils, all of that stuff. I'm a tea person. So, all right, that's it.
Jess says, is that a grain of salt or a ground salt?
Grain of rock or ground salt. Rock salt to ground salt. Either one. Some days it's a rock salt because, like I said, water bathing in the bathtub. There's seriously people that think that's what water bath means. It just beats all I ever seen.
All right. Anything else you want to talk about on that subject?
On that subject, no. I'm good. Guys, I stay tired. I know y'all seen me yawning already. I have 0 iron yet again. So, and in January, I start autoimmune testing.
Ooh,
So.
Mr. Robert says it's 2:15 a.m. where he's at. Wow.
Ooh, where are you at?
Almost sounds like Europe somewhere.
Uh-huh. Let's see. Rather have tea, but make tinctures. Yep. Ain't that the truth? I can't get most people to drink hot teas either, but they are so good. But now there are some things like I did rosemary tea, and
oh, Macedonia.
that one's hard. Ooh, Macedonia, that's cool.
That's pretty cool.
That's very cool.
Well, I'm glad you joined us. That's good.
So what does water bath mean? It means to put your jar sealed down in a deep pot to where the jar is covered in boiling water for the entirety of the period that it's supposed to process for. Yep. It means that the internal temperature of your jar will be brought up to the boiling temperature of the outside water, which is why you don't do it in a bathtub.
Y'all notice I'm staying quiet. I'm letting her handle this
Can you
stuff.
pass me them glasses over there?
Where they at?
On the corner of this side of the table.
Oh, okay.
Y'all hang on.
All right.
Some people do, Misty. I'm in some rebel canning groups. They put it in the bathtub for real. I'm not joking. Well, apparently I can't see with glasses on today. That's at that distance.
Well, they must be having an outing somewhere. Hey, Miss Rhonda, good to see you.
Yeah, I'm not into the freezing temperatures. Where are we at?
Christian, I think there's some kind, maybe a Bigfoot outing going on over around Texas somewhere.
Yeah,
I
the
almost say
freezing
that,
temperatures is a not for me thing.
Maybe Squatching
So-
Cowboy and some of them, but I may be wrong. But
Yeah.
I remember something about that.
Hey, Miss Adams.
And one
how
of these
are you
days
today?
we're gonna get back out to Arkansas and Texas, and
Well, now that we got a
Louisiana.
camper, I don't have to worry about bathroom hunting.
Yeah, so we'll make a round trip. We'll visit folks in Arkansas and Texas and Louisiana while we're out that way. So,
and hopefully there'll be some cheaper than hotel room campgrounds.
Oh yeah,
because I'm finding that a lot of the campgrounds are going up to hotel prices. Have you noticed that with some of the ones Bradley's been to?
Yeah. In fact, we was talking about one up at in east up there outside of Gatlinburg where he went last year. 4 nights was $265, which is still
to
cheaper.
Camp.
Yeah, 4 nights, but that's
$60.
Yeah, nice.
Plus per night to camp. Yeah. I didn't say since I went over it so quickly. Jennifer Brown, JENNIFER BORWNE. Jennifer Brown.
Hold it up there again, or whatever.
So, the other book, The Grow It, Heal It, was written by Christopher Hobbs and Leslie Leslie Gardner, Gardner. So, and y'all, I know I've said this before, but I got a ton of books.
Miss Rhonda, did you happen to see anything up at Winterboro High School at night? Did you ride around back to see where the dumpsters were?
Let me take that off the screen now.
No,
there we go.
Yeah, I'm a little quiet tonight. I stayed up all day. I worked off this morning, done a bunch of stuff around here, so I'm wore out. But I knew I had to. I had some people coming, and I got to repair the brake line on my hunting truck, so I had to take the bed off, and that turned into a little chore. Last time I done it, I don't remember it being that bad, but that was back when I was a lot younger too. So tomorrow I'm gonna try to fix that brake line and probably try to get me a few hours in hunting. Well, I didn't tell you today while me and Stevie were out there talking deer were running around here everywhere.
Oh, were they?
Something stirred them up. There was 7 come out of the woods behind the house, went across the field wide open.
Oh, wow.
Jumped the road, went up toward the Matchins up in there. I was like, what got them stirred up? Then a few minutes later,
here come more.
Here comes some more out there. So something was back there in the woods back there. Could be a dog or something. I wish we never heard a dog bark. And did you hear the hoot owls? You know, I was talking about that. They ain't heard them in a while. Then last night they was carrying on. Yeah. One of them didn't sound like a hoot owl. But we'll talk about that in a little bit because I got So, I know everybody's probably got family stuff coming up. Okay, she said no, but I did see a dumpster. And I may ride through Riser's Mill. It's
a nice area.
Real pretty. Well, I'll tell you, late at night, it's spooky through there. It's I wouldn't want to break down on that road.
And Robert, if you're ever in the area, let's go.
Yeah. If you come to the United States,
we can camp in the backyard and just make a trip from there.
And we are going
sister.
We are going to have some meetups and greets coming up this coming year. Spencer and with Woodwalkers, him and Misty and us and Beast TV or Beast Group, Sawdust, and Squatch and Holler. And I think Red Creek Mafia, Mike's coming. I don't know who all else may be there. So we're going to have, hey, dog, cut that out.
That was on the side, so I let it continue because that's play.
But, and then me and Rebecca's going to try to have an outing on Hatchet Creek, and I've about come up with a date. I do need to discuss it with her to make sure that's good with her.
Yeah, because I got to.
And then I'll release that date. But we're pretty much looking at the end of April, what I'm thinking.
Oh, we're going that far out now?
Well, I get a little warmer weather.
Warmer weather brings out the crazies. But you're right.
Well, I can't put it right on top of woodwalkers.
No, and you can't go any earlier because it'll be too cold.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to about hit it right
I
in
know.
there. And we pretty much got a date for December, but I got to make sure with the grist mill that date will be good with them. Then
This
I'll
will
release.
be next year.
Yeah, next December for a holiday meet up and greet. It'll be at the grist mill, and once I get that made sure with the grist mill, we'll lock that date down and let everybody. And we'll create a Facebook page for it where you can let us know if you're coming or thinking about it. Same way with the one that we're going to do on Hatchet Creek. And if any of y'all can come to that Hatchet Creek, I think you would enjoy it.
Wendell says he's coming.
I think you would really enjoy it. So, and it is an active place. Mr. Bell goes there regular. About every time he goes, just about every time he goes, he has something happen. Or he gets some kind of pretty good picture of something. I got to show you a picture too while I'm thinking about it.
Y'all, I took a look at one of his pictures and looked at the area it was, and there's nothing else there that it could have been. He had a pretty valid picture.
Yeah. And I did speak to the guy that I interviewed about the dog man back a few months ago. I sent him an email. I've got to email him back, and he's been back there at home in Arkansas and had something come walking through the woods right up next to him about 5 a.m. in the morning. He went outside and could hear it. So he's back over around home right now. So I got to touch base with him. I feel bad. It's been about a week since he emailed me. And every time I think about emailing him back, I get busy doing something else. And I try to answer everybody quick as I can, but sometimes I just get so much going I forget and all that. Oh, what kind of desserts we gonna make for Christmas? We'll get on food because everybody loves to talk about food.
What kind of desserts are we gonna make for Christmas? I really, 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 really want to make them chocolate sourdough cupcakes again.
Okay.
But ain't nobody gonna eat them.
Well,
I mean, I don't want to make any more dessert. Did we get both of my brownie platters back?
I don't know. I think we did.
I know we got one.
I don't know. We'll have
Anyway,
to see.
So, we have not yet. Give us just a second. Not many of the desserts I fixed got ate last time, Thanksgiving. They didn't get eat last year, and we don't need the sweets.
Well, I know,
but that chocolate I love fruitcake. That chocolate sourdough cupcake that I do, it's so good. All right, let me go back to one thing real quick.
Well, Michael, the Hatchet Creek I'm talking about is in Alabama. It's in Coosa County, Alabama. I think there's another Hatchet Creek somewhere.
Yeah.
Somewhere else. So.
Yeah. Now go back to this one.
No, I haven't mentioned the Alabama Bigfoot Conference for next June. But they're going to have one. Crew. I don't know if I'm going to go or not yet.
We don't attend all the conferences.
I never have been big on that. I'm not knocking them. That ain't been. The only thing weird.
Just joking.
Oh, okay. The only thing weird about this one, everybody at this Alabama conference ain't from Alabama.
Babe, he's just joking. You didn't catch it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Hatchet Creek and Butcher Knife Hill.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. But hey, Bobby, good to see you. Hey, Mark Creel. Where was I at?
Where may not go.
Oh, I hadn't made my mind up, but yeah, it's going to be in Anniston, Alabama. I can't remember what weekend in June.
Okay, neither. Feel free to put the details in the comments, though.
Yeah.
And everybody else can be informed about it. Yeah. I don't know a ton about it. Mark knows some. The last I looked, I didn't see who was speaking or anything either.
It's Barton Nunley and the
Oh,
Blondes and Booze and Martin Groves. I think Daryl Denton. A couple of other people.
I mean, I like the one at Cheehaw, right?
No, this would be at Anniston.
Okay.
Be up at the Anniston
Event Center.
I don't know if it's there or the Civic Center.
Because the event center's out there.
Hey, Spencer.
At the other side, on the other side of Anniston, right where the Walmart is. Tractor Supply, Big Lots out there where the museum is.
No, the Oxford Civic Center is right there, right off of.
Yeah, that's Oxford, not Anniston.
That's where they're gonna have it. Though,
oh,
but they calling it Anniston. So
okay.
I think now. Wendell may know the exact location.
Yeah, Wendell, feel free to put the information in the comments
Yeah,
because we don't have that information in front of us. So if you don't mind, fill everybody in for us in the comments.
I agree with you, Blue Eye. That's one reason I ain't big on the conferences. I agree 100%. To me, not knocking anybody that goes, not knocking the people that speaks. I don't know. Especially, and I hate to say this.
Hey, Spencer.
Yeah, I spoke to Spencer. I hate to say this. It's going to sound ugly, but I am telling the truth. So when you're telling the truth, it ain't always ugly. There's not an Alabama researcher or speaker there. So I quite don't understand that. If you're going to have a conference, wouldn't you have some of you people from your own state there? But that's me.
Do a copy and paste or something, Wendell, and put it in
That's just me.
In there because they need some information on the wheres and the dates. Because they don't know where the Performing Arts Center is. So just go ahead and plug them.
Well, I don't know if it's the Performing Arts Center or not.
And he said it's Performing Arts Center.
Oh, it is? Okay.
So.
And I ain't knocking none of them people. I like all of them. So don't take what I just said wrong. I'm just saying if you're going to have a conference, it seems like you'd have a few people from that state that would be in the conference. That's just my opinion. And a lot of people may say, you know. All righty. We'll get off that and get on
fruit cake. I love fruit cake.
Yeah, you do.
I'm that weird person.
Yeah, you do like
I did this. Y'all seen the little Facebook games where they post 4 pictures and say choose which one you don't like. I put 3 very good pictures. I thought that people would know that I liked those and which one I did not like. I put one of a snowy winter scene. And people kept saying fruitcake. If you know me, y'all know I don't like cold. I am not going to be out there in that snowy winter scene. But people dislike fruitcake so much that even the ones that know me kept saying fruitcake over cold as I sit here in my sweatshirt already bundling up with the heat on.
Yeah. I tell you what I like is my cousin makes what they call a punch bowl cake.
Oh, yeah.
Man, that's very good.
Nancy, where she does that cake chopped up with all the whipped cream and stuff and all. Yeah, that's just good. And yes, German chocolate and Black Forest are probably quickly becoming my number ones.
Yeah. But my favorite is by far anytime it's going to be a homemade coconut.
Yeah, he's coconut. And I like the German chocolate.
Yeah, I like German chocolate and I like caramel cake too. I like a good caramel cake.
Ooh, you remember that coconut cake I made?
The one in the pan or the one like a
Well, the one in the pan was good too, but the one that had to sit in the refrigerator and do its thing for like 24 hours before you could eat it. They called it a rotten cake. You don't remember that?
I don't know.
It was good, but super moist. You don't remember that?
Maybe.
I have to make it again.
Yeah. Black
it was actually good.
Cake. Now, what's Black Forest?
Good. Black Forest is like a velvety chocolate.
Okay.
Really rich chocolate.
Well, here you go. I'll tell you what we'll do. Everybody needs to make a dessert for next year's holiday meet and greet. So when I release that date, go ahead and figure out what you're going to bring. So,
Puddin' Hill, huh? That's the best one. My family has always been Claxton. I wonder if that would have been better.
I don't know.
Now be nice.
What now? Yeah, them things are stiff, ain't they? And I don't think they're rotten either.
Nope.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
we kind of want everybody to bring us your favorite recipe next year. That's kind of what I want. I want a good meeting with good friends, and it's gonna be the Bigfoot community, but it's really gonna be our YouTube channel people.
Yeah, but it'd be for anybody who wants to come.
But it's for our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Versus the whole Bigfoot community.
Well, I agree.
Yeah.
But everybody's invited, yeah.
Yes, everybody's invited.
Yeah.
But to know about it, they're gonna have to be on the Bigfoot channel. Our YouTube channel.
Well, that's true, but there'll be some other people probably talk about it on their channels and stuff, and that's fine. I don't have issues with that. That we'll have to create a Facebook page where they have to come to us and say, yeah, we're coming.
Yes.
Because then I'll give them the directions.
Yes.
And all that good stuff. So.
Yeah. But I want it for Christmas. I'm not wanting it to be a Bigfoot meet and greet. I want it to be the holiday dinner.
Well, that's what it's going to be, babe.
I want it to be friends and family, our YouTube.
But I can't tell you there's Bigfoot at the grist mill, though, so I'm sorry.
Half of our people are Bigfoot people. What I'm trying to say is I don't want it to spread to be so big.
We won't.
It's not fun. Y'all know what I'm trying to say, right?
I know. I don't
want 1,000 people showing up to this.
There ain't going to be 1,000 people there.
But we almost have 1,000 subscribers. So if 1,000 shows up, 1,000 shows up.
Well, if they do, we'll figure it out when
the grist mill will have a good day that day.
This boys won't know how to act up there.
No. Just did I mention no?
We'll say barbecue brisket cheese.
That don't even sound good. If you divide that into 2 separate items, it sounds awesome. But no. Thank you.
I'll tell you who's been putting some stuff on Facebook's been on Squatching Cowboy. Boy, he's been putting on some rough stuff to eat and drink. Woo, mercy.
Haywood.
He had a bologna cake on the other day.
What's wrong with you? But hey, strawberry short ribs, if you go with the short ribs or just ribs with a strawberry sauce, strawberry based barbecue sauce, strawberry something, that actually might be good. Kind of like that barbecue sauce we got in there.
Yeah.
Strawberry based instead. I bet that would be good. Yeah. Now that does sound good.
Yeah, it does.
It doesn't require cheesecake though, so no. Cheesecake on the side would be good.
Yeah, we'll have a good meetup. It'll be a holiday meetup. That's what it's about.
Bring him.
We'll have a good meetup, and we'll start putting out more and more information about it. Oh my goodness.
And he did. He said a strawberry glaze. Yeah. Over them ribs. Yeah. Can you imagine? That might actually be very good. Now, when I pictured it strawberry shortcake rib, I was like, no, but then my wheels got to turning. The possum sauce. Or was it possum gravy?
I'll be right back. Keep it going. Well, she's back now. We have to go block it.
Oh, everything's blocked.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah. Everything's blocked.
I got to get some.
We got to get them gates.
Yeah, we got to get some gates up.
Yeah, possum gravy. Did you see that? Where they had the can?
Oh, yeah. I've seen that before. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And I don't know about possum candy canes neither. Think that would be their tails painted red and white. I just don't know about that. I don't know about that.
Oh, mercy. Spencer don't never catch a break.
No.
It's always somebody tearing him up somewhere about something.
The directions I could have just went.
I bet peach would be good.
Peach and blueberry and blackberry, they do. And strawberry too. Strawberry and peach are like my two favorites.
Haywood and Christie's wearing him out.
You must be ahead of me here because I don't see.
Yeah, the phone's moving.
Cream possum with possum. No.
Yeah, the phone is moving.
And no with the tails. Just no. And again, that's where my brain went. That's exactly where my brain went. No, thank you. Just no, thank you. Oh, yeah, we had sales plan.
All right.
Yeah, we keep having a guy that's banned from the store coming in.
All right. So
someone hacked Cowboy? What? Oh, cloned. Okay.
He was cloned.
That's a whole different ball game there.
Well, he's already got a problem. He wears that Dallas Cowboys hat. Oh, I probably stirred up a hornet's nest.
No,
I don't care. Baby, that's pro ball.
Falcons.
I don't know if I'd root for Atlanta. They don't never win.
They're very good at getting you going to drop you.
No, I'm just playing. I used to watch Dallas Cowboys. And back when it was the Houston Oilers. Now they're the Texans or something. But now I quit watching football years ago. I'm not a big fan no more. I mean, I still like Auburn, Alabama, but I don't follow it that much anymore. And pro ball, I sure don't pay it no attention. Even though.
So who's going to put Possum in the corner of the dumpster for 2 weeks?
I don't know. He might come out and whoop everybody. No, man.
You get him, Possum King. You get him.
Nah, I don't even know how. I ain't kept up. Well, I got a guy at work who usually keeps us informed, but I put a deaf ear when he gets talking football because he goes on about it for 8 hours. So I usually, after about 30 minutes, I can't take it no more. Yeah.
I don't care for football at all.
I used to watch a lot of baseball because my daddy played for St. Louis. I used to watch a lot of pro baseball, enjoyed it. Then it got to be politics, and so I just quit watching it. I just don't care nothing for that type of sport. Now I love rodeo. I'll go to rodeo or watch a rodeo.
I like going to a rodeo.
To me, that's my type of sports now. And back when I used to do team roping. Yeah, I used to team rope. I know you looking at me, Mr. Mark don't look like no roper, but I used to team rope.
We make pretty.
I was usually the healer, so because of my size. I tried to do cutting horses one time, but I was too big for that.
Deer chili is
I couldn't hold on real well when that horse really got to cutting.
We messed up our last batch.
Huh? Well, it wasn't bad. It was still pretty good.
No, but it wasn't right.
It was still pretty good. Tried bulldogging a little bit. I ain't like that jumping off the horse. And that wasn't my cup of tea. I stayed with the team roping. That was a little bit easier on big boys. Them little boys can do good at rodeo, and big boys don't do real well at rodeo. I had some friends that were bull riders. A couple of them.
Daddy was a team roper and bull rider.
Yeah, a couple of my buddies got hurt pretty bad. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I would love to go out west and see some rodeo. I'd love to go to Cheyenne.
Pat broke horses for years.
Yeah, she told us about that one time. Yeah, it's cool.
Just saying it for this.
Well,
and Ella's daddy broke horses.
I had
a family did.
I had a couple of quarter horses. Then I switched back to Tennessee walkers and racking horses. To me, they're a lot more enjoyable. But just trail riding and stuff. But I had one Tennessee walker, buddy. He'd stroll. He could stretch out and rear that front end up just like he was supposed to do. And he loved to prance too when you got him in his gait, buddy. He'd go. Used to have mules and all that stuff too. I miss all that stuff, but I just ain't able to between work and everything else, I wouldn't be able to take care of horses and mules much anymore. They'd end up being pasture ornaments. So, which I know Ella wants a horse back, but maybe one day we'll figure out something. One thing going on, I got a buddy. Me and him, the one that done all that together, and we'd done a lot of plowing with horses and mules, and he's got Alzheimer's started, and he done sold it off. He had 2 big Belgian mares, and man, that's pretty horses. And we had them broke good, Belgians. But he decided to get rid of all his horses, and he had some good roping horses, and he sold all that, just, not able to take care of it. And tell you, taking care of horses is expensive.
Mm-hmm. It is.
And
I just can't see myself having horses.
They get sick. Oh Lord, have mercy.
They stay sick.
Yeah. Well, I didn't. I'll tell you what, I didn't have much trouble out of us mules. Mules done pretty good. Horses, what always getting into something. But
oh, there's Mushy.
Jesse says best rodeo they seen was in Colorado.
Yep, I was just reading that.
Yeah, one of these days I'd love to go to Cheyenne or check that big rodeo out. I was in Wyoming one time, and
I'm not allowed to say those words. If I do, they'll lose.
Oh, Miss Deidre was in pro circuit.
Nice.
That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, one of my friends' nieces, they were all barrel racers, and
Laura's kids are barrels.
Yeah, so yeah, they're real good at it. Mm-hmm. Then we had a lot of people was in Western Pleasure around here. Western Pleasure is a big thing. I never understood that though, really. But
yeah, breakaway and barrels.
I just thought, man, that's. But I know what it does. But yes, they are. They're a full-time job, and they get sick. And Lord have mercy, you got to feed them good hay. You got to just always something, keep them shoes on them. Their teeth. I mean, I swear. Old Mew, you put him out there, and you ain't got to do nothing to him hard, and that sucker survive and be just as well to go. But I don't know. Did it hardly get sick or nothing?
The wind blows wrong, it's sick.
I had got a paint from one of my daughters, and I was training that horse, and I got 2 more horses, and they went to picking on that paint. I should have put them up for a while and put that paint up, and they got to running her, and she went down the corner of the fence, jumped the fence, and stabbed herself with a T-post. Boy, that killed me. That was a beautiful horse. Had a lightning strike on one side. She was a beautiful horse. I learned my lesson on that right there. But yeah, I used to enjoy it. I used to hunt off horses some too. That was fun too. In Tennessee Walkers, one of them I could shoot a shotgun off of it. And the day I went and bought that horse, the guy shot a rifle off of it. He shot a 30-06 off that horse. That horse never moved. I knew then that was a good horse, but it'd been raised up on a bird hunting plantation, so it was used to it. But a lot of folks around here used to squirrel hunt and coon hunt off mules and horses, especially like out in the national forest, because there ain't many roads out there. And if the dogs treed way back in there, they'd ride horses, made life a lot easier. And I went a little bit on it. I enjoyed it. And,
get him, Miss Pat, get him.
What is it? Oh, me. Oh, man, those are nice mares. Oh, wow. That's good. Oh, man. Bit by root. And I'll tell you, I had bought my other daughter a horse, a little old buckskin. She weighed maybe 950s. That's about big as she was. She was kind of a smaller horse. That was a good riding horse, but that was the meanest little horse I ever seen in my life, too. If you didn't watch it, she'd try to kick you or bite you. Now, but once you got the saddle on her, it changed her disposition. But if you just, didn't have nothing on her out in the pasture, you go to feed her, you had to watch that horse. That little thing, and try to get her on the back side of you and kick at you. And a few times I got a little rough with her, if y'all know what I mean. But I know most of y'all probably had to get a little rough one time or another with something. But that was the meanest little old horse. But I'm glad to see a lot of people in here fool with horses. That's good.
I'm with Spencer on that one. Sorry, Dee Dee.
What's that?
Horse people are different. They're beautiful animals. Love riding them, but you couldn't pay me to own one.
Yeah, it's they are expensive.
Dee Dee said, "What you talking about, Spencer?"
Yeah, they are expensive.
He said, "You heard me. Don't start."
Then you buy good horse trailers. And you got to keep good hay. It's a good feed too. And it's a yeah. We used to ride wagons a lot too. We had good times. Here in Alabama, every year they have what they call the wagon train. Starts up in North Alabama, up around Leesburg. It goes all the way to Montgomery for the Alabama State Rodeo, which is always in March. I went on that wagon train one time. That was a lot of fun. The
wagon train comes through Cave Spring and Rome too.
Does it? Mm-hmm. Okay, I didn't know
and they probably started over into Leesburg.
Okay, I didn't know they would do that. Mm-hmm. I didn't know that's where they started at, but
they may not start there. I'm just saying they do come through there.
I usually met up with them in Clay County because they'd have a friend of mine he would let them stop on his farm and camp out, and they'd have everything set up for cooking, and I'd go over and hang out. And then I rode on with them one time for about 20 miles. I enjoyed it. I had a good time. Mm-hmm. But yeah, Spencer, like my daddy always said, you can have a mule for 30 years, be just as good, but one day he's going to try to kill you. He said, one day he's going to try to kick you. He said, no matter how good a mule is, he's going to try you one time. And a horse will try you too sometimes. I had one try me one time. And we had a come to Jesus meeting, and he was fine after that. So. You just got to let them know you boss. That's the biggest thing. You got to be the alpha. Once they figure out you the alpha, they'll do pretty good with you. But it'd be nice to have a pair of racking horses again, go trail riding.
We just had that discussion.
Yeah, I know.
We ain't owning no horses because we can't afford them.
All righty.
Did you see that?
What's that?
Over there. Further over.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we got Moosey back last week, which I were on the live. Some of you were in here.
Whooping the snot out of a wild hog.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, a friend of mine, Pat Rance, went down to the Green Swamp this past weekend, and his dog, Rusty, went under a fence where two donkeys was, and I think he learned real quick donkeys do not like dogs. And
Rusty went to introduce himself.
Yeah, and he messed up.
Yeah, you don't introduce yourself to the donkey on the other side of that fence. Because you don't belong on the other side of that fence.
We'll you see the video for
it? I did. I don't think it had anything to do with him being a donkey. I think it had everything to do with you don't cross the fence.
Yeah. Now, I'll tell you, my buddy I was telling you that has the Alzheimer's, he went and stayed 2 weeks one time up in South Dakota and went on a cattle drive. Because he was an auctioneer too. And he went to auctioneer school up north somewhere, and he met some ranchers from up in there around South Dakota and North Dakota. And they invited him to come up and his family one summer to help, or toward the end of the summer to help round up cows, and he said that was awesome. He said I think they moved about 500 head from summer pastures to winter pastures or something, getting them ready. And he said they went, of course they had 4-wheelers and horses, and they had, a couple of chuck wagons, and they'd sleep out there on the, out there, I guess I don't know what part exactly of South Dakota they were in. But I seen a lot of the pictures from it. That was sharp. I mean, that was very cool. That would have been a lot of fun. Back in my younger days, I don't know if I could handle it now or not for 2 weeks out like that, but that would be fun. Yeah, llamas I heard are very mean too. I heard they spit on you too. So I tell you,
want a llama.
They say one of the worst animals you can be around is a camel. They say them songs mean.
I want a llama or an alpaca. I do.
Yeah.
Fiber.
Yeah.
Good fiber. They have less of the lanolin in them than the sheep do.
Yeah. Yeah, they use them down there in South America a lot, buddy, especially up there in them mountainous areas with Peru and Chile and all up in there. They use them things a lot. They're just a funny looking animal, that old long neck. All right, so we talked about.
They're cute.
Huh?
I think they're cute.
So we've talked about a little bit about food. We talked a little bit about meetups. We talked a little bit about the plants. We talked about a little bit about the conference and horses and mules. And what else was we going to talk about tonight?
I don't know. Me?
We're not a very good host tonight, are we?
No, I'm tired. No, Mushi has not gotten got. I was very surprised. But I never had that feeling that she was gone. So,
well, Spencer, when I told you, and I told a lot of folks, because y'all heard it on the video, that cats and some dogs were going missing. Mm-hmm. Well, our Ella came back and told us the other day
that somebody was picking them up and moving them.
Somebody was maybe trapping them and carrying them, dumping them out somewhere else. Now, I don't, we don't know that 100% for a fact.
That's a good movie.
Hey, Mr. Barry Brown, good to see you in here tonight. And so Spencer would be like the City Slicker movie. Lord have mercy.
Ostrich or emu?
No, we ain't fooling with them things.
Cynthia asked what type of bird it was.
I ain't fooling with them things.
Ostrich or emu?
I seen the emu about kill a fellow one time. That's one mean critter. Larry raised a bunch of them. He had about 200 of them.
Which
things.
Larry?
Dobbs.
Oh, why did he have that?
Him and another guy went in together and lost their butts on them emus too.
Why did they do this?
That's back when the emu craze was going on. They were supposed to set up a place in Birmingham to dress emus and do the meat. And
they didn't.
Something happened that fell through, and then they were stuck with all them emus. So
what'd they do with them?
They ended up selling somehow, but they lost a bunch of money on them. So I think they got somebody out of Louisiana or Arkansas or somewhere to buy them. So, but now what I will say is about horses and mules. I still have a lot of my daddy's and my grandpa's implements, mule implements, and I do still have a couple of bridles and a couple of collars left, and got my grandpa's horse anvil. It's not as big as a big anvil. They call them horse anvils. I got it. And still got some shoes from way back yonder. You can tell they had a lot better steel or iron in them than they do now. And I can't remember. I got some other stuff. Can't remember what I got left, but so. They're having a good time in chat tonight.
Yes, they are.
It's just fun reading all this.
I know. We get distracted reading y'all's comments.
Well, that's what it's supposed to be about, fellowship. This is tonight's about fellowship. So, but toward the end, I will talk about Bigfoot.
Well, babe, I'm gonna tell you. Go ahead and start talking about Bigfoot.
You ready to go, ain't you?
I'm ready to go. They got me closing tomorrow night and going back in the next morning at 6 a.m.
Yeah.
And I'm already tired today because I didn't sleep well last night, and then I got woke up this morning to go in early. So they killing me at work, y'all. They killing me.
All right.
My phone has gone off steadily this entire video, guys, and it's work.
You're gonna start shutting it off or something. Quit paying attention or put it on vibrate.
Well, I looked at it at one point, and I'm not even looking at it no more because it's been all night long. It's been all night long. This is part of why I gave my keys back to the apartment complex.
I don't know how many of you watched the video from this week. It was about the Winterboro Alpine area. I had received 3 reports from that area. Then another researcher got 2 reports. And
did you get the video of the scream and laughter? I might have got that actually.
Yes, we did, Mr. John. I think I commented back to you about that on there. And
I think it got sent to me too.
Yeah. Then I think some other people seen it. I think Misty seen it and a few others that commented on it. That was
interesting.
That was very interesting. Not giving away the location, what county was that at least just a county that was in Alabama. Because I could tell it was South Alabama just looking at the video. Because it had that terrain to it and some of the plants. But that was real interesting. Especially the laughing. That was just, that was weird. But very weird. Jesse said you need a good shot of moonshine.
I take a good shot of moonshine. I would be out.
Yeah, she would be out probably.
It wouldn't take much. I would be out. Because as long as I'm up and going, I do great.
Okay, coffee can. Okay.
I do great. It's when I sit down and get still. That's why sometimes y'all see me crocheting or something sitting here because I got to have something to keep me awake, basically. And talking and listening doesn't do it.
Well, she's had a busy day. I've had a busy week, or both of us have. And, it's just been a busy week for both of us, and a lot going on, and just I've been meaning to call some people and then check in with some people, and it's just been tough to do with everything going on this week. And by the way, I've got a few people that have agreed to be on some lives with us. That'll be for next year. I haven't set dates with them yet, but they have agreed to do it. Of course, I'll spread everybody
there's
apart.
Not enough rest in the world for me now.
What I'm wanting to do is try to go ahead and get me a kind of a little list up, and set a date with each person if that'll work with them, and that way, we'll have a guest each month. And I still got to get one of my buddies to do the fireside videos, but I guess it being Christmas, they just.
I was gonna say it's gonna be after the first
year. Yeah, I guess so. Because
we used to put lights up around the house, but we that year that we had the virus, we have just not put them up since. We have not been motivated, and I don't know what happened, but something from there, we just hadn't had the spirit at all.
Yeah.
We still got some long hauler stuff going on from that too. So, no Tic Tacs from Barry. Yep, got that.
Yeah, they get in here and they get to going, don't they? Yes, ma'am. I've seen some stuff about the BFRO coming down in that neck of the woods, and also what was his name? Tom Biscardi came all down in that neck of the woods. somebody else came down in there and done a good bit of stuff down in that neck of the woods. I used to keep up with a lot of stuff like that more, especially back when AlabamaBigfoot.com was on, because you had Mr. Jim McDonald that had the Alabama Bigfoot Society, which he was over toward Randolph County on the eastern side of the state. And then there was a lady that used to have Wildflowers, Jerky, and Bigfoot.
Oh, that's cool.
She was down in South Alabama. She used to do a lot of reports. I never did know who she was. If any of y'all remember that, it was called Wildflowers, Jerky, and Bigfoot. And boy, she always had some good reports on hers. And I just can't remember what her name was. But yeah, Moneymaker and okay. Yeah. Well, I met them when they come to Creepy Mountain that time. It was very nice to us.
What Fub was.
They were very nice.
Who is B. Flay?
Who?
B. Flay.
B. Flay.
Moneymaker and B. Flay.
B. Flay.
That's what it says.
I don't know.
I think it says B. Flay. Yeah, B. Flay.
I don't know who that
Michael
is.
6.
I don't know. But they were real nice to us. I mean,
Bobby Flay.
Now, of course, they didn't want to listen to us tell them how to get the Bigfoot stirred up on the mountain. They wanted to do it their way. And I told them, I said, you ain't going to get them things stirred up. And they didn't much.
Do you hear what I said?
Huh?
Bobby Flay.
Okay. But what was I saying earlier? Oh, I was talking about having some people on for next year. So, like I said, I got some people lined up. After Christmas, I'm going to get with them and set some dates.
See.
And and we'll set some dates and try to get the ball rolling. I got a few more I got to contact. I'm going to try to go ahead and get 5 or 6 lined up, for the first part of the year. Then later on in the year, I'm going to hit some more people up that want to be on. I don't want to pressure nobody and make nobody feel pressured, but and it's about just come on here and tell about yourself. It ain't got to be about Bigfoot. In fact, on these Friday Night Lives, I kind of like to stay away from Bigfoot most of the time. But
Bo Flay, the big guy.
I don't know who they talking about.
Who is Bobo?
They talking about Bobo?
Yeah, Bobo. Was his last name Flay?
I can't remember what all I've known him by.
I think he's meaning Bobo.
Okay.
Not Bobby Flay. I don't know what Bobo's last name is though.
Yeah, I don't know. So
because Bobo's the Bigfoot dude and Bobby Flay's the chef.
Yeah.
Faye?
Yeah, that's his name. Faye.
Faye, that's it.
Yeah, Faye, that's right. Yeah.
Bobo
You're right.
Faye.
Yeah, there you go.
That L in there makes a whole new person.
Yeah. Yeah.
Y'all.
Miss DD, like the ones on Creepy Mountain, I think they stay pretty much there. They're there year round. I've been there all 4 seasons and they'd be there. Now,
Blackberry.
I think they come off that mountain at night and do some rambling around. Here in the South, we've got so much woods, water, thick cover, and food. I don't think they have to do a lot of moving around. The only reason they might move around if logging starts happening or if subdivisions start getting built. But see, they'll come back at night and visit them subdivisions. And during the nighttime, they'll come in there where that logging's going on. And because I've heard a lot of tales of them messing with the logging equipment and stuff. And I think they use some of that to their advantage too, with deer and other stuff. And in other parts of the country, they may move more because of the time of the year, but I think the ones here now, when hunting season comes in, like the ones on Creepy Mountain, they probably hunker down more during the day. And they know the parts of the club that nobody hunts much, and that's probably where they're at during the day.
Mm-hmm.
Then as soon as dark comes, they out and about running, moving around. But that's kind of because we've had hunters see them all in the wintertime up there. So, so they were there. But out in other parts of the country, they may move more. But I think here in Alabama, probably Mississippi and Georgia, and where it stays kind of mild winter, and they got to cover food and water, they probably not gonna move much here. I don't think they do much. Now I may be wrong. I may be 100% wrong on that, but just I don't think they do much. Let's see. Oh, on this week's video, like I was talking about, I hope y'all enjoyed that. I just wanted to go through those sightings. I mean, there wasn't much to them because they didn't last, but probably under 10 seconds. But it just tells you that's an active place, and y'all can tell by the video. It's very wooded and farmland, and the houses are very far apart. Plenty of woods, water, cover, plenty of wildlife there, and just a good place for them to live. And I think they were taking advantage of them dumpsters while that school was being built, with them with the workers throwing food. And even now they may be still hitting them dumpsters at that school because they dump food out every day. They can't save it no more. So they may have locks on it, but where nobody can't get in it. But I bet you they still come up around that school. So, but I just thought y'all might want to hear that. And I got to do one on Sylacauga because I really want to show you where that and walk right down through that creek bank in Sylacauga, and then show you the other side of Sylacauga where this family kept seeing them all the time and how close it was to downtown. Just like I showed you about Chillersburg. I mean, we're talking a half a mile from downtown. There's one using that area, and just go show you they're not way out in the middle of nowhere. Suckers are living right up around us, and so y'all be mindful of that.
Y'all text your emails to me.
What now? What is going on here?
Nothing.
Hey, I do want to do some bigger group lives here in the future. Have 5 or 6 people on. That'd be something we'll shoot for next year. We'll try to hit some times up for that.
The chicken quilt. Oh, the blanket. Yeah. Tractor Supply. They're on sale.
Yeah.
Oh, please don't bring up the Crazy Cajun.
Where is Joe tonight? He just listening, or
you done brought him up?
Yeah.
He's coming out now.
And I'll tell you somebody else I'm missing tonight. Mr. Mark D. I ain't seen him tonight. I ain't seen Greg. And which I did see Wanda earlier. I ain't seen Mr. Kilpatrick in a while.
Me neither.
I have to check on him.
Like I said, send me some emails, y'all. Put them in Messenger. Yeah. Facebook Messenger.
Yeah.
That way I'll have them.
Let's see. There's some other people I haven't seen in a few weeks.
Send them to me, not Mark.
Which I know it's probably that time of year a lot of folks are busy with make a video of the camp meeting show.
Y'all not doing too good. We'll catch the replay.
Said he's not doing too well.
Oh, is that what that is? Okay.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Go get you some rest, Mr. Spikes.
Yeah. Bad to see you, but go rest. I know what you mean, brother. I know that's what I noticed a lot of people not in here, which I know it's that time of year too. So
yeah,
and all that. Hey, Christina, good to see you come in. And by the way, if we got any prayer requests, good time to put them in there. I know a lot of folks right now is being sick, a lot of crud, and of course some of the plagues back again, and a new type one or whatever they're calling it. And I know some other people's having other type health issue, and
y'all just keep on going. It's all good.
Okay.
Keep on going, Mark.
So, if you got any prayer requests, put them in. Put them in the. Yeah, I ain't seen Miss. Well, I did. I thought I seen Miss Bama earlier. Maybe I did. I thought I did, but I ain't seen Flat Rock tonight either. So, I have to check on everybody. Everybody's been kind of quiet lately.
Yeah, garlic is supposed to help. I would say that you'll never be sick again, except you will. Yeah. But it will help boost that immune system to keep you well.
I'll tell you something. My daddy lived by, and he said it worked. He said when you get real sick, drink you a ton of grapefruit juice, real grapefruit juice.
Vitamin C.
And go get in the bed and put as many covers on you where you'll start sweating. And he said you'll sweat a lot of it out. And he's right. I've done it in the past, especially if I got real congested. I drank a bunch of that and get in bed and just pile the covers. And I mean, yeah, you get to sweating. And boy, it'll make you drink water too, which that's probably a good thing. But it helped a lot of times, Let's see. Whoops. Yeah. Easy now. You got to turn that volume down.
I'm trying to do.
Yep. You'll blow everybody out of the water.
Yeah, it wouldn't go all the way down. I was trying something. It didn't exactly work.
Well, I'll tell you what. Let's.
That ain't what Dracula says.
All right, we'll go ahead. I'll tell you another person I ain't seen tonight. It's Crystal. Yeah. So I just Janelle hadn't been here.
I think Janelle was here, but I can't remember.
It's not. I don't. I just.
She was at the beginning.
I like to keep up with everybody, make sure everybody's trying to do pretty good. That's one good thing about
that is
the
absolutely
lives.
True there.
Just like to make sure everybody's doing well.
Definitely keeps the people away from you. And if you do Mark's way with the apple cider vinegar, add that to the garlic.
Especially in the summertime, yeah.
Proverbs 22:6.
Good night, Mark. I'm fixing to go. We'll do a prayer here in just a minute. I was giving everybody time in case they knew somebody needed.
I'm serious though, guys. Spencer sent me emails if everybody y'all want me to put on a live together. Not right now, but send them to me.
Night, Michael.
Proverbs 22:6. Except I can't read. We need to borrow your glasses, babe.
All right, there you go. They dirty. I hadn't had time to wipe them off since I took that bed off that truck this evening. Wish I could find a flat bed. That'd be good to put on that truck, really.
Proverbs 22:6. Is that what that says?
Yeah, 22:6. I think I know what that is, but I may be wrong.
Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he's old, he will not depart from it.
Yeah, that's what I thought that was.
Why am I reading that?
Michael said, I ain't leaving, just y'all have to throw me.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Oh, I can do that.
What's that?
I can throw him out.
Oh, yeah.
You didn't see that? Look here. Yeah. See that button right there?
Yeah.
I can put him in timeout. I can ban him. Oh, okay. I got you. I'm following now.
No, man.
Spencer's a Billy Hilly. Okay.
Your moderators can get them too.
Yeah, they sure can. Townsend lost his brother this week, just so we know.
Okay.
Prayers for him. Yep.
What about Mr. Martin Ubel? I know he was supposed to have his other eye surgery.
Reinhardt had a eye issue again, I think.
I seen where Chris was having some more eye issues. So we'll say a prayer tonight. I won't mention everybody's name. We'll just, y'all remember everybody.
It's a good verse.
Everybody, y'all remember. All right. So, good night, Robert. Glad to see you tonight.
Schooled the Cajun.
Yeah. All right. Let's go ahead and say a little prayer.
All right.
And
I was trying to think if there was anything. Oh, yes. One of the store manager's wives passed yesterday.
Okay. All right. We'll keep that in mind too. And
they thought they had longer with her and passed suddenly.
Oh, yeah. I got to tell you something after live while I'm thinking about it.
Okay.
Yeah. Randall, I had a friend that got kicked in the face by a horse when he was shoeing it. And it left the imprint on his face for a little while. That wasn't pretty.
Yeah, everybody here needs it.
Yeah, they do.
We all getting cold for Christmas.
But we all really need prayer against evil anyway. Not just sickness.
Yep.
Because there's a lot of stuff going on. And it's getting uglier by the minute. All right. Let's go ahead and say a quick prayer and we'll get ready to get off here. Lord, thank you for letting us come tonight and fellowship with each other and just sit here and have conversations and have a little fun and talk about different things, Lord. And thank you for everything you do for us each and every day, protecting us and feeding us and just loving us and being patient with us, Lord. Lord, thank you for your Son. Thank you for letting him come to earth, being part God and part man, to be the ultimate sacrifice, Lord, where we can spend, be in heaven with you and him one day. Thank you, Lord, for sending the Holy Spirit to be our counselor and convict us when we're doing wrong and try to guide us to do us right and gives us information, Lord, if we're really praying sincere about it. Lord, be with everybody that's been mentioned tonight and that's been mentioned in chat or unspoken ones, or a lot of people are sick right now, a lot of stuff going on, drama-wise, financial-wise, just all kind of different things, people being attacked by evil spirits and attachments to them and just all kind of things. And Lord, be with the people of Israel because they're trying to spin a narrative on Israel. Be with Israel, Lord, and forgive us for our sins. Help us forgive others. Help us get along with our brothers and sisters because that's what you want. In Jesus' name, amen. And yeah, I don't know if y'all have noticed that, and I try not to get too deep in it because I know Facebook will start throwing red flags, but they're trying to spin a narrative on Israel now. And they're trying to get the whole world. Good night, brother.
Not everybody else has stepped out.
Yeah. They're trying to get a narrative started that, making Israel look like they're the bad guys.
Mm-hmm.
So. But y'all remember, love one another, get along. This is time. Well, need to do it year round, but this time of year, a lot of folks is lonely. A lot of folks having a hard time because they've had loved ones pass, and they don't have nobody much anymore. If it's where you can, send them a text for a minute.
I don't know if y'all have noticed the family gatherings are not what they used to be.
Yeah.
The family gatherings is not all the family together anymore. It's this part of the family. And
well, there's a lot of families bickering and
that
fussing.
Part of the family.
Nowadays, a lot more than they used to. Because used to, Grandma and Grandpa kept everything straight. And everybody's just spread out so much, and the way we work now, and just the way the world is, it's not good. So, just like I said, love one another, try to get along, even if you disagree. There's a lot of folks I disagree with, but I'll talk with them every day and try to, show love toward them. And I know sometimes we want to beat somebody over the head because they ain't listening, but that's just part of the way it goes, because we're all human too. We have our moments. I know I do. But thank Lord I have a God that calms me down quick, or a wife a lot of times.
Do I calm you down?
Yeah, sometimes you do.
Sometimes I made it worse.
Sometimes you make it worse. Sometimes you do it the right way, and it does calm me down. But anyway, we love you. I'll try to have another video up this week. If I don't have somebody, hopefully I might catch one of them. But get closer to Christmas, I kind of doubt it. But maybe I'll have something from the mountain, or maybe I'll do the Silicaga video. And then maybe after Christmas, I can get the ball back rolling. And hopefully we can get the homesteading video.
Yeah, that would be nice.
And get some of that going back out, because we need to do some more of that.
We do.
And everything. So
I enjoy the homesteading videos personally, because I enjoy talking about gardening and plants, as if anybody couldn't tell.
Well, after the first year, maybe we can get the ball rolling. And
they just take far more editing.
Well, I know, because you had to stop a lot. And I know. We may have to try to figure out a better way to do it.
A lot of cutting.
So if we can. I don't know if you can or not. So
there's a lot of editing involved in them.
And if somebody
parts and people that pull up in the driveways and taking things that took an hour and turning them down into 5 minutes. And
if any of y'all would like to be live next year with us, send me a message or email where I can go ahead and, because right after the first year, the ones that's done said they would, I'm gonna go set the dates up with them. And if anybody else would like to be on, and you ain't got to talk about Bigfoot, you can just talk about anything we got going on. That's what this is about, fellowship and just cutting up and talking about different things.
Why would they turn emus loose?
They have before.
That's what he was saying in Texas. They turned a bunch of them loose.
Yeah, because they couldn't do nothing with them. They didn't have nowhere to send them, babe. So.
If I took Benadryl, I would be in the hospital. Michael's going to go take a Benadryl for the irritation Barry's causing.
They've turned cows loose before and hogs loose because they couldn't do nothing with them.
Wow.
I mean, they couldn't, they had to turn them loose. That's what was happening here with horses a few years ago. There's carrying horses and just turning them loose in national forests and stuff. And you remember that bunch that turned loose in Talladega National Forest, and they were trying to round them up? It turned out about 50 horses out there.
When was this?
3 or 4 years ago.
What?
Yeah, about 3 or 4 years ago.
Since we moved here?
Maybe right before we moved here, but that's when the price of horses hit rock bottom. And people couldn't do nothing with them. And
I must not have heard about that.
Yeah, some of these folks in here probably know about that, because they was turning them loose everywhere. And they had a big herd running around out there in the national forest. They finally got most of them.
Did we say hey to George White?
Yeah, I spoke to him earlier.
Hi, George White.
And if I didn't speak to you tonight, it's not I didn't mean to. I tried to speak to everybody that comes in if I can.
Yes, Miss Pat. The boys always have jokes.
They keep it lively.
Mm-hmm. I'm still trying to figure out who Barry Brown is calling a wimp. If he's calling Michael Haywood the wimp for needing to take the Benadryl, or me because if I take the Benadryl, I end up in the hospital. So, did I guilt him, you think? Because hopefully he knows I know he's calling Michael the wimp.
Yeah. All right, y'all. I hope y'all have a good weekend. If we'll be back next, even though next Friday night is hey, stop.
Sister being a grouch again, guys.
Stop that now.
Anybody that moves in this house, you got to get them.
Stop. Lord have mercy.
Mushy moved.
Barry said he's scared of you. Yeah, she can be scary sometimes.
I just got to give that look. Yeah.
But her bark's worse than her bite, though.
Yeah. I don't know. I did turn your head 360 one time. Only once.
Yeah.
And I'm still sorry.
Let's see. Hey, paramedic. Glad to see you. Anyway, y'all have a good weekend. We'll be back on next Friday night.
We know, Michael. We know.
And hopefully I'll have a video back out this week. Something or another. We'll figure it out. I got a lot of stuff to talk about. I try to be at the spot where it happened. That way I can show you. But anything else, babe?
Sleep.
All right.
Sleep.
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 I understand. I'm about ready for bed too because I ain't slept all day.
I just don't have any energy anymore to do anything. I mean, it's just awful. I get up, ready to go back to bed.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good night. We love you. Have a good weekend. Like I said, love one another. And we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.